Hello Reformers and welcome back to a world of ice and fire. Now when we left off, we did the Lord Varys questline, got a huge amount of narrative stuff going on right there, and as a result of us completing it, we now have the Targaryens incoming to the world, and hopefully it's going to be coming relatively soon. I don't know when it's going to be arriving, but hopefully soon, as I said. Anyway, we are here in the territory of Lorath, and I am going to be, well, attacking this guy. Yes, we are going to be attacking him straight up, and thankfully he left the, the safety, shall we say, of Lorath itself, because I thought to myself, okay, I'm just going to go straight for the heart of their territory, and whoa, what is this? It's the desert? It feels to me like the desert, as you can see by these bones right there. Seems like the desert to me, doesn't it? Oh well, okay. Kind of surprising. Anyway, yeah, it seems like the enemies... Whoa, they spawned extremely close, didn't they? Alright, so this is going to be kind of interesting. I have never fought on such a barren wasteland. Well, maybe quite a while ago, but usually there's some trees or a hill here or there, but it's relatively flat and doesn't really have anything to speak of at all. So, yeah, we're going to be telling our infantry to get over there. And we'll tell our cavalry to do wedge and follow me, thank you very much. And then we will tell our archers to get into a decent enough position. I'm kind of surprised that Lorath is not actually wanting to charge at us. I would have expected them to do so. But, well, as it stands, does it matter? No, it doesn't really matter, because well, that's the thing, I don't even know what kinds of units they intend to use against us, to be honest. I've never fought Lorath ever before, so it's going to be an interesting experience. And this will give us a good opportunity to size up our opponent as well for a potential siege, because you never know when the siege is going to be coming, you know? We might want to assault them a little bit ahead of time. Oh, you know what I should have done? I made a bit of an error there. Yes. Yeah, what I should have done was sent a spy. Yeah, I did not send a spy in this time around, and that was a big mistake in my opinion. Absolutely awful mistake. Oh well, never mind. It's not even a big deal. Not really a big deal. Let's tell our people to charge in, tell our infantry to charge in and everything. We are swarming them like no one's business. They are going to be panicking relatively soon because they will be losing many, many units as we go forward here. And I'm actually going to unleash my fearsome cry so that I can get a little bit of breathing room here. These guys actually are just mercenary archers. You know, they're nothing to worry about here. And there's also militia and all kinds of things, but these guys really, they don't have anything against us. You know, there's nothing that they can do really to be able to beat us here. It is such a great diversity in terms of the amounts of high-tier units we have in comparison to the amount of high-tier units they have, because, let's face it, even though I actually don't even have a huge amount of Unsullied right now, but what I do have a huge amount of is exiled knights, brigands, outlaw poachers. I have a lot of veteran Unsullied, so that might also be making a pretty considerable difference. But my Unsullied count is actually much lower than you would expect. And I have enough money, easily, actually, to go and buy some more, but I just haven't had the time. I haven't had the time to go over and do that. I could have probably done that on the way to Lorath, actually, but I kind of wanted to get the conquest of Lorath underway, because from what I've seen, the Targaryens might be coming in pretty soonish, and I would like to, I'd like to try and unify Essos as quickly as possible, because then what we can do is we will be able to assist the Targaryens and, you know, create an alliance with them if at all possible, and then from there, well, you know what we're going to be doing then. Oh yes, we're going to be going north in Westeros. And we will be going back to our wife. I don't exactly know what's going on with Wanda, to be honest, because I still have the quest, by the way. I believe I still have the... Yep, there you go. I still have the quest. As you can see, I only have 16 days to do this. And I have no idea why they haven't called me. They haven't called me at all. It's because they're always at war, I assume. They're always at war against the Night's Watch. So the only thing that I could do is eliminate the Night's Watch, but eliminating the Night's Watch is actually kind of bad, because that means that the White Walkers that are, I think, actually pretty soonish going to invade, I believe they invade around day 700, and as far as I'm aware, my day count at the moment is at about 500 and... is it 60? Or 80? 560, 580 or something like that. So we have to move pretty quickly here. We can't just, you know, dawdle around all day. You know, we have to do a little bit of efficient conquering, and that's exactly what I'm attempting to do with Lorath. I'm going to try and get in there as soon as possible, take Lorath, no problem at all, hopefully with the help of a spy. If not, then we may have some difficulties, but, well, we'll see. Anyway, this guy, you know what, I'm just going to let him go. I don't really care too much about money right now. We are absolutely swimming in money thanks to our treasury being overflowing, and I don't even want to take any prisoners, but I guess I'll just take some of the high tier units for the most part, and I'll just take the cavalry basically. That seems pretty good to me, and then we'll just, you know, do the burning of the bodies and all that wonderful stuff, and as you can see, we have now declared official war against Lorath, and we are going to be heading in there. So let's actually go and send our spy. I don't think he's going to be very successful, let's face it. But who knows? Maybe he is going to be rather successful. There is a very large... yeah, that fellow right there, he has a huge amount of troops. So that's definitely something we want to be a bit careful of. But it seems he's leaving? Why is he leaving? No, it seems like he's not leaving. He's just running around randomly. Very good, sir. Very good. You're doing a great job defending your lands. You just saw your enemy and then just ran away. Okay, so yeah, you keep the purse for yourself. Thanks very much. I don't really want to give it to the Night's Watch if at all possible. Yes, our spy was discovered. Yeah, this is exactly the reason why you want to do this before declaring war, but I obviously neglected to do that, unfortunately, before doing that. So that's great. Aha! There it is. One of your commanders has news delivered by a raven. He goes on to read, I am Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen, rightful heir to the Iron Throne, rightful queen of the Andals and the First Men, protector of the Seven Kingdoms, the mother of dragons, the Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, the Unburnt, the breaker of chains. Your queen invites you to Dragonstone to bend the knee and pledge your allegiance to House Targaryen. Alright, well, I actually thought that they were going to take a bit longer. I had hoped that they were going to take a bit longer, let's face it. You know, I've just declared war against these Lorathians, and yeah, that's not very good. So, oh wow, Lorath is actually, okay, they're actually attempting to expand their influence. This is not good, actually. This is not good. Okay, so I'm actually going to just try this once more. And let's see if we're... yeah, there we go. He was actually successful. Fantastic. Okay, so now, poison the food stores. Let us see whether he is successful in doing this. He was. Fantastic. Let's go. Go, go, go. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. They are going to surrender. Yes, they are. Okay, fantastic. You will be ransomed and so on and so forth. Fantastic. Great, great, great. Let's get these exiled knights and Tiger Cloak archers. I want to take the brigands as well. Amusingly enough, the brigands actually do level up into exiled knights. We've got a whole bunch of mercenary heavy cavalry right there. And, well, I guess I'll take the billmen as well. What else is good? What else is good to take? I have no idea. I'm just taking relatively expensive units as far as I can tell that they're expensive at least. And usually cavalry does sell for quite a lot. So that's what I'm going to do. There we go. Anything else? No, that's just... no. No, none of that is actually going to be any good for us. I am going to be giving this to Daisy, I believe, because she's already the owner of Bravos, so it would make sense to give her Lorath as well. And there we have it. Okay, fantastic. I'm actually being attacked right now. I'm actually being attacked by bandits. Isn't that a wonderful, wonderful thing? Yes, absolutely. Yep. Oh, well, it is actually wonderful now that I have seen that we actually have Woon Woon and Dongo with us. And yeah, okay. Hey guys, is that an enemy right there? Are you serious? Yes, I have such good armor on that I could literally just charge towards this fellow and he probably wouldn't even get close to killing me. That's how armored Elias actually is right now because of what we did back in the north when we had a huge amount of money. I basically did that trade route over and over, you know, bought enterprises wherever I could, you know, so on and so forth. I mean, you've seen the series, you know, if you've seen the series up to this point, you know how we got here. But the point is, being able to have a blacksmith that improves your armor and actually makes it significantly better is invaluable. It's so good. Okay, so as you can see, we now only have 376 in the treasury. I took out about 160,000. I've spent a pretty good deal of that money upgrading our forces and various other things like that. So now that we've taken Lorath, we're going to be embarking and leaving. Hopefully Daisy will be able to defend these areas without having too many difficulties. I can assume that she will be okay with that because Bravos, look, Bravos is there, Lorath is there, it's not too far away. We've lost some, yeah, that's fine. As we know, the AI does not tend to, shall we say, make things difficult with their garrisons. Their garrisons are usually very easy to defeat, especially the newly acquired, you know, conquerings of various people. So I think I'm going to be perfectly fine capturing this back. But first, let us try to eliminate this particular castle. The spies are amazing. They really are. You refuse. Yes, you leave with your honor intact. Okay, thank you. Alright, so poison the castle, there we go. And let's... don't get seen now. Ah, okay, he got seen. Alright, so instead of going after that castle, I decided, hey, you know what? We're gonna go and we are going to have a look at the defensive measures that we have at Lorath here, because if we can eliminate all these guys in one fell swoop when they come into the siege, we're going to be in a much better position to basically do whatever we want with the castle itself, so that potentially we can just take it without any problems. Now, obviously, Daenerys is kind of waiting for us, so it would make quite a bit of sense for us to just... yes, stumble. Good work, Elias, yes. Anyway... point is, yes, it would make quite a bit of sense for us to go over there and actually introduce ourselves and to say, hello there, you know, I'm the fellow that basically, you know, gave you the okay into you know, getting over into Westeros. Anyway, also, to form some sort of alliance, we are going to need a lot of relation with her, and so I'm not entirely sure how that's going to happen. I know that someone in the comments did mention that if you speak to her and, you know, obviously do the Varys quest and all that stuff, and if you speak to her, then she will automatically have 100 or 99 relation with you. I don't know how accurate that is, because as I say, I've not done this ever before in this mod, so there's obviously that. But, yeah, in general, that would be awesome. That would be amazing, and that would save a huge amount of time as well. But if I know anything about World of Ice and Fire, it's the fact that, in general, it's not looking to save your time. It is not looking to do that whatsoever. It is looking to, you know, give you the most visceral, brutal experience that you can possibly get. And I'm not saying it's unfairly difficult. Sometimes maybe, but I'm saying that in general, it is definitely something that... it's definitely a mod that you are going to spend quite a bit of time on. And this is probably the... actually, you know what? This is the mod that I have spent the most off-screen time playing. And the thing is with that, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be able to... What's actually going on with these black shields, by the way? They seem like they're missing their textures. I assume they're missing their textures. I assume that's what's happening. Oh, and it seems like I'm lagging now as well. Oh, are you serious? Oh dear. Yeah, okay. That... Did it crash? No, it hasn't crashed yet. You know what? I'm gonna try and retreat. Oh no. I don't know why that's even happening. That shouldn't really be happening, to be honest, because I haven't lagged when recording the last couple of episodes. So I guess it's something to do with Lorath missing its textures or something like that. Let's hope that I will be able to retreat by just pressing tab over and over and over again. Okay. I guess I'll try and rectify this, and hopefully it's not going to crash. Alright, so finally I was able to get a spy into the castle without him being killed. Now this is obviously far, well, I wouldn't say far in the future from the previous little bit of footage that you saw where we were defending against Lorath. Well, they haven't decided to do that again because I obviously had to replay basically every single thing in this episode up to this point. And yeah, so anyway, they have not decided to retake it just yet. They might be doing it relatively soon because there are not too many vassals around here. Now, thankfully, we were able to get something going here. So as you can see, they only have 2 more days remaining in terms of their food stores, and I'm pretty sure we will be able to you know, take this. So let's see here. Surrender. Your situation. Ah, I know the reason. Yes, there's a fellow here with over 460 units, and the garrison itself only has about 13 available. So he is the one that is making things uncomfortable, shall we say. I was hopeful that I would be able to, shall we say, just intimidate him, but that does not appear to be working. My spy, by the way, was then caught almost immediately after, you know, sabotaging the food stocks a whole bunch of times and, you know, things like that, but I was able to get that done. Oh, look at this, Krastos. Krastos is here. Very nice. He might actually help us out. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. He actually helped us out by appearing out of nowhere. I did actually call for a campaign as well, by the way. I think I called for one a long time ago and I forgot about it, and he's just now appeared. So that's great. Okay, so yeah, you will not come under attack if you leave this fort. Alright, so that's pretty amazing in my opinion. I'm actually going to give Krastos this particular castle because he's done such an amazing job. And I'm pretty happy with him. Okay, so that's great. So that has been taken. It is now being besieged by this fellow once again. Kind of a bit weird. I really don't want to be in a siege with these Lorathi because the Lorathi, they tend to have a bit of a problem with their textures. Their armor seems to be a bit bugged. I don't know whether that's just my version of the game or whether it is everyone's, but that is making things a bit difficult. So as you can see, we have technically, not really, but we have technically eliminated Lorath. Now, the one thing that I am going to ask you before ending this episode, and it's a very important question. My question is, do you think we should become a vassal of House Targaryen? Because if we become a vassal of House Targaryen, you know what's going to happen? Every single one of our fiefs is going to transfer ownership over to House Targaryen, and House Targaryen is going to have a huge presence in this area. And I'm talking about, you know, we have Daenerys, of course, we have, you know, Grey Worm, we have the other fellow, Theon, you know, and yeah, it's going to be pretty amazing because we have all of our vassals, of course. We have all of our vassals still helping us out as fellow vassals. So if you would like to see that, then put that down in the comments. But if you wouldn't, and you would like to, you know, you'd like to continue having us do our own thing as House Freemont, then also let me know about that. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.